Economic progress. Pollution.
What are we gonna do?
The world needs our help.
So, where are you guys from?
Florida.
So, monsoon, it's a part of the world where you get a lot of rain for part of the year and not much rain for the rest of the year. Anyone recognize such a place?
Florida.
Hi. Did you know that the human population is what directly contributes to the human's effect on the environment?
20% of the world has at their disposal 86% of the world's goods. That's you all. We also work with that group because if that group doesn't help the 60%, it's not going to get done. So there's something that you can do to help somebody.
Ryan, did you know that if everybody in the world lived the way Americans did, global CO2 emissions would be 5 times higher?
Really?
Yeah, that's 125 gigatons of CO2.
So basically, greenhouse gas emissions have increased by 80% from 1970 to 2004, and it could double from there in 2030.
The race to the top attitude, established by American culture, simply will not work down the line. As you will see, the environmental factors will eventually drive that system unsustainable. And we, as a social group, must decide to change those patterns, or the environment will change it for us.
So basically, we want to live as well as possible, but by using as little of the resources we have. You might be thinking, with all this that's going on in the world today, I'm just one person. What could I possibly do to make a difference?
Take a 55-barrel drum. You fill it half with manure. Most generally we use goat manure because we have goats here. They say pig manure works the best. It's more active. So you fill it half with manure. Fill the rest of it partly up with water. Let it sit here in the heat for a few days, and then it puts off a methane gas, just like you all do when you eat beans. And it goes up here and it's collected in this inner tube. One barrel will last for 3 months. So if you have one barrel, you have a spare barrel, you can just go from manure to manure. And so it doesn't take any trees, it doesn't take any natural, well, it isn't natural gas, but it doesn't take what we think of as natural gas. They tell me even in China and Japan, in apartment complexes, they have giant biogas digesters. And then as the human feces come down, it's digested. And then the gas they use to cook on and to heat their water, to take a shower, comes from human waste. We cultivate a lot of bamboo around here. To us, it's just a ornamental grass. But this bamboo right here, the slim bamboo, you can weave beds, you can weave houses out of this. The larger bamboo, you can, as you look around, you can build barns, fences, animal cages. You can use implements you would use in the garden, furniture, just about anything that you can think of. One of the greatest things about the larger bamboo is that you can make it into charcoal. And in a world where the trees are ever disappearing, and that's the third world farmer, his main source of energy to cook his food over, the bamboo grows rapidly. They say in the summer that you can see it grows so quickly. And the larger you can make the charcoal, and you can cook your food over it, and you don't have to cut down any of the trees in the area. Here we have a worm compost bed, in a third world country, or even here in Florida. You go to start some seedlings, you need to go and get some potting soil of some kind. But in a third world country, the small farmer can't go to Walmart or Home Depot and get potting soil. So we have a compost bed here. And this is a closed system, so the worms can't get out. They like it dark and cold. See, there's a bunch of little worms in here. They're little red worms, like this one right here. And we started this bed. We just threw a bunch of old clods of dirt in here. And we threw some manure in here. We continually put scraps around the farm. If we have leftover broccoli leaves or whatever, we throw it in there. Coffee grounds, and the worms will eat that material. They'll spit it out the other end, and it makes a real fine potting soil. And it's very rich in fertilizer. And so you can start your little seeds there in the potting soil. Then as the rain comes down through the worm bed here, we have a drain. And, oops, excuse me, sorry, hit me there. And it is caught here in this bucket. And it's a very rich in fertilizers also, so you can put it in your sprinkler can. And then when you go to fertilize your tomatoes or cabbage, whatever, you have your fertilizer right there.
The recipe for happiness is very simple. The more you consume, the happier you will be.
But all these material things and money and everything that goes along with it, it must be more than that. Researchers have found that what really drives our well-being is family stability, friendship, and a good strong community sense.
We hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And before we get going, we want to make a couple last points. Being sustainable doesn't just come natural for human beings. We need the help from each other and from institutions like the government and education. That kind of cooperation is what we all need to make sure that we have a future.
You see, the problem cannot be fixed overnight, and we're not expecting everybody to change all at once. But through, educational courses such as the one we're in now, or educating yourself through your computer, TV, magazines, newspapers, and hopefully sharing that knowledge with your family, friends, and even strangers, I think that we can do what it takes to change the world. Sustainability.
They'll soon change you.